Basi mgeni wetu wa heshima, mashabiki na walio mbele yako ni washiriki wa mita 400 akina dada fainali. Kwenye leni ya kwanza, Jacinta Shikanda, National Police Service. Gertrude Asio, National Police Service. Kwenye leni ya tatu, Joan Cherono, National Police Service. Kwenye leni ya 4, Gladys Musyoki, National Police Service. Kwenye leni ya 5, Helen Siombua Kali, National Police Service. Kwenye leni ya 6, Maureen Nyatichi Thomas, National Police Service. Kwenye leni ya 7, Veronica Kamumbe Mutua, National Police Service. Na kwenye leni ya 8, Masi Adija, Kenya Prisons. Tunawatakia kila laheri kwenye shindano hilo mita 400 ya kina dada fainali. Na mshindano limeanza maridadi kabisa. Kule mbele Masida Adija wa Prisons anaongoza. Kumbuka katika shindano hili Helen Siombua Kali ndio mwanariadha ambaye amefuzu kwa michezo ya Olimpiki. Hao wengine wanatafuta muda wa kufuzu. Haya, sasa safari ya baba ni machoro. Kila mmoja anakuja. Kule mbele anakuja Veronica Kamumbe Mutua. Haya, anakuja huyu Helen Siombua Kali. Helen Siombua ndiye anaongoza sasa. Helen Siombua anaongoza maridadi. Helen Siombua ndiye huyo anakuja. Helen Siombua, the only qualifier for the Olympics. Anakuja Veronica Mutua. Anakuja Maureen Thomas. Anakuja Veronica Mutua. Helen Siombua na vile vile Veronica Mutua anamaliza katika nafasi hizo bora. Helen Siombua Kali ndio mwanariadha ambaye amefuzu kwa michezo ya Olimpiki. Yeye aliweza kufuzu katika michezo ya Olimpiki na leo alikuwa kuweza kukata tikiti ya kwenda katika michezo ya Olimpiki. Basi amekimbia sekunde 52.45. Muda huo ni sekunde 52.45. Muda wa kufuzu ni sekunde 51.35. Kwa hivyo tayari yeye alifuzu kwa michezo ya Olimpiki. Kumbuka hao wanariadha wa mita 400 pia watakimbia relays. Tutakuwa na relays ya kufunga ukurasa. Jana mliona relays ya mixed relays ambapo tulikuwa na kina dada na wanaume. Field events, shindano ambalo tunasubiri. Kuna shindano la triple jump women na javelin men. Triple jump women na javelin men wanatakana sasa wawe wanakaribia, kwa sababu shindano hilo litaanza saa 4:25. Kwa hivyo naweza kuona officials pale wakijitayarisha kwa shindano.
Wenye high altitude, but in 2 weeks nilikuwa hapa ni low altitude. So ningekuwa na iko high altitude nikija hapa ningekimbia time nzuri. So hata niweke ile permanent hapo.
Prison Service, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kenya Prison Service, thank you, Mwaniki. Basi, asante bana, asante sana. Asante sana bana yetu. Asante sana Chief Inspector Lehman, bendi ya magereza. Basi kwenye fainali ya mbio za mita 400, mgeni wetu sasa ni fainali ya mbio za mita 400 wanaume. Kwenye leni ya kwanza Collins Omar ambaye anajitegemea. Kwenye leni ya pili Chamwengo Godfrey Uganda. Kwenye leni ya tatu Cleopas Kipruto KDF. Kwenye leni ya 4 Jared Nyambwete Momanyi KDF. Kwenye leni ya 5 Sali Kieti Mutunga National Police Service. Kwenye leni ya 6 Joseph Bogicho Yoshaka KDF. Leni ya 7 Opin Leonard Uganda. Na leni ya 8 William Ryan National Police Service. Tunatakia kila la heri kwenye fainali hiyo. Na mshindano limeanza maridadi kabisa, mita 400 kwa wanaume. Kule mbele Collins Omar ndiye anaongoza akifuatwa na Mganda Chanwengo Godfrey. Kule mbele ni William Ryan akifuatwa na Opio Leonard kutoka Uganda. Anakuja maridadi kabisa, anakuja huyu kijana Cleopas Kipruto wa KDF. Cleopas Kipruto wa KDF anakuja Sali Kieti Mutunga, anakuja Bogicho. Cleopas Kipruto na vilevile huyu kijana Bogicho anakuja katika nafasi hiyo, na hali kadhalika Jared Momanyi nimemwona hapo katika kikundi hicho. Basi bila shaka mabibi na mabwana, tuko tayari kabisa kwa sherehe za mwisho, sherehe za siku ya 3 ya majaribio ya Olimpiki mwaka huu wa 2021. Kumbuka mabibi na mabwana, muda usio mrefu tutakuwa tukipokea aliyekuwa waziri mkuu wa nchi yetu ya Kenya, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga, ambaye bila shaka ndio mgeni wetu kwa heshima katika mashindano haya ama ukipenda majaribio haya ya Olimpiki hapa nchini katika uwanja huu wa Kasarani. Basi ninapata official result ya shindano la mita 400 ya kinadada. Mshindi alikuwa Helen Chokua Kali na National Police Service, alipigia sekunde 52.45, na pia nafasi ya pili Veronica Kamunde Mutua alipigia sekunde 53.10. Nafasi ya tatu Maureen Nyatiti Thomas sekunde 53.35. Sekunde 55.81 na nafasi ya 8 Gertrude Dasio National Police Service sekunde 56.02. Hiyo ndio official result. Mita 400 Helen Siombua Kali mshindi, ambaye pia yeye ndiye amefuzu kwa michezo ya Olimpiki.
Abasi, asante sana Mwaniki Paul
A very warm welcome from here, Nairobi, Kenya. This is Charity Wanja. I'm here to bring you live event at the Kasarani at the Kasarani International Stadium. Right now, the 400 meters event is going on. Cleophas has just finished his event. Let us have a listen to what he's going to say about the event.
Na dada pia unaendelea, na pia Javelin kama vile nimewadokezeni kwamba Javelin men ikiwa mko tayari upande wa tafadhali mtujulishe. Naona kule Javelin, we would like to recognize all our competitors for Javelin. Tuko na Ita Nao Leshan, tuko na Nelson Yegon, Boniface Kilonzo, Janka Kinyanjui, Alex Torotich, Julius Yego, Alliance YouTube, Mudesela Kibro.
That is the just concluded 400 men's event. Today, this being the third and the final day, next event will be the 10,000 women final, and then we'll have 1500 meters men, 200 meters women, and then followed by 200 meters men, and then around midday we shall be having steeplechase, 3000 meters steeplechase for men, and then we shall be having the 800 women and men finals. From there we shall have the 5000 meters finals for the men, and then we shall be followed with the 4x4 relay for women and for men respectively. Afterwards, the team is going to be named at around 2:30 p.m. Greg, what's your take on some of the major events today?
Today we are going to witness first of all the final list that for the athletes that will be representing us at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and it's something that everyone has come to witness here. We've witnessed 2 days of action. We've witnessed everything happening according to how we anticipated, but as you look, we're preparing for the 10,000 women final. That is a race that is just that will be starting very soon, but it just shows you the quality that is here. We've witnessed so many, including a national record being broken here at Kasarani Stadium. The weather looks nice, and it just shows you that today is a day we are going to witness a couple of things. Yeah, and you look at the program that the program for today. After the 400 meters men and women final, there is a triple jump, the javelin, and now the 10,000 meters women that we'll be focusing on, and some good athletes in this field.
Yes, some of the athletes that you need to be watching about is one, Agnes Tirop. Tirop is the 2015 Guyang World Cross Country champion, and she was among the youngest to win such a medal. And then she won bronze in the 10,000 meters women at the London World Championships. She also that is when she finished behind Almazayana Tiresh Dibaba, and she also won another bronze medal at the Doha 2019. She was behind Sifan Hassan, so she has experience running alongside Sifan, and Gidi of Ethiopia. You remember Gidi, she set a world record 2 days after Sifan had also broken it.
Yeah, definitely, and this is some of the records that these athletes will be trying to break, because you look at how they prepared for today. It's a field of 37. That's massive, that's huge. 37 athletes, including world silver, the Olympic silver medalist Helen Obiri. We have Sheila Chepkuriki Protich of KDF also coming in at a time of 30.37 seconds. It's not bad timing, and it just shows you that these are rich field that we can see some of these athletes beating that time of 31 minutes and 25 seconds that has been set for the Olympics.
So far out of the 19 athletes that are here, 15 of them have already qualified. So here they're just going to book for a ticket. They're going to look for number 1 and 2 slot, being that number 3, again as we said, number 3 is for the upcoming, to maintain the consistency of flow of talent from Kenya. Also, another athlete that we're going to be looking at is Helen Obiri. Obiri also booked a ticket in the 5,000 meters the other day. So she also won a silver during the Rio Olympics in the 5,000 meters race. This is the second time that she'll be competing for Team Kenya in the 10,000 meters. And she's also the defending world champion. And you remember she said after this Olympics, she'll be done with the track. Now she'll be moving to the higher races. That's the marathon.
Yeah, definitely. And something interesting is about the 37th entrant into this race, that is Helen Ekalale from Japan. She's come to Kenya to try get that qualification time. There is Chebet Zena from Uganda, Doreen Chemutai, Doreen Chesang, both from Uganda, each trying to earn that ticket to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Remember, these foreign athletes who are coming here, they're all about, they want to get that qualification time. For Kenya, we are going for the number 1 and number 2, and then for the upcoming. So it's very interesting, and it will be very interesting to see how these 4 foreign athletes in this 10,000 meter start list women final will actually fare on. Na kwa lugha ya Kiswahili kwamba leo tuko hapa Kasarani katika siku ya 3 ya mbio za majaribio za kufuzu katika mashindano ya Tokyo 2020 Olympics, mbio ambazo mashindano ambayo yalianza siku ya Jumatano, hiyo ilikuwa Alhamisi, siku ya Thursday, katika uwanja huu wa Kasarani, na tumeshuhudia wanariadha wakijaribu kufanya mambo ambayo wanaweza kupata ile tiketi ya kufuzu katika mashindano ya Olimpiki, na ni jambo ambalo tumekuwa tukishuhudia hapa. Kwa saizi kwenye runinga yako unatizama wakimbiaji wa mita 10,000, takriban wakimbiaji 37 wako katika mbio hizi, na tutakuwa tunaangazia baadhi ya wakimbiaji ambao wanashiriki hapa. Kuna Agnes Tirop, kuna Rosemary Wanjiku wa Prisons, Helen Obiri ambaye alishinda fedha katika mashindano yaliyopita kule Rio, alafu kuna Irene Chipchumba Kimas wa KDF. Lakini la muhimu pia kuna wanariadha kutoka nchi za kigeni, 3 kutoka kule Uganda na 1 kutoka kule Japan, ambao pia tutakuwa tunaangazia. Back to you, Charity, as the race begins.
Yeah, as the 10,000 meters ladies go on, the javelin also is going on. So far we have Julius Yego, who has already qualified. There will be also Alex Kiprotich of KDF. He will be trying to look for a ticket. There is also a young man coming up, Leshan Itanao. Itanao is also the African youth champion. He is among the athletes that wants to retake the mantle after Yego retires. So we are looking forward to see, because the standards for throwing that right now, you have to have an 85 meter throw. Hivyo basi sasa tunasubiri wakati wote sasa kuona mbio za mita 10,000 zikianza. Hapa pia kuna mwanariadha Sandra Felix Chebet. Sandra pia ni mwanariadha chipukizi katika mbio za wanariadha walio na umri wa miaka chini ya umri wa miaka 20. Mwingine pia wa kuangalia ni Sheila Chepkirui.
Mbio za mita 10,000 ndio zinaanza, finali ya kina dada katika uwanja wa Kasarani, na kutoka hapa ni tiketi mbili za kwanza. Wale wanariadha ambao watamaliza katika nafasi mbili za kwanza watapata tiketi ya moja kwa moja kwenda katika mashindano ya Olimpiki yatakayokuwa kule Japan kuanzia mwezi ujao. Kisha nafasi ya tatu itapewa chipukizi ambaye atakuwa ameweka muda bora zaidi, na pia kuna wanariadha wa nchi za kigeni ambao wamekuja kujaribu kupata ile nafasi bora. Kumbuka nafasi dakika 31 na sekunde 25 ndio wakati ambao umewekwa na IOC wa kufuzu katika mashindano ya 10,000 meters katika kitengo cha kinadada.
Sheila Chepkirui pia, she has a silver in the cross country that was held in Yaoundé, Cameroon. She also finished 7th during the London World Championships. I think right now she has the experience of what it takes to be an Olympian. She'll be looking forward to get a first ticket. So far, the pack is still intact. Being a the first lap is a bit slower. We are hoping to see it becoming faster as the race progresses.
Yeah, definitely, because you look at how the men raced yesterday, that was on Friday. You can see it was close together until the last 4 laps when we started seeing the likes of Pimoy and the likes of Geoffrey Kwamoror tearing away the pack and ensuring that they seek the first 2 positions, which enabled them to qualify for the Olympics. Remember, Pimoy is Kwamoror's training partner, so it feels good to have both of them at the Olympics in the 10,000 meters. Both of them training together, they're like brothers. It reminds me of the other day on Thursday when we saw the 2 brothers. They call themselves brothers, that is Marco Tieno and Ferdinand Omanyala, saying that this was one of the best races they've raced together, and they hope that it becomes even better as they prepare for the Olympics.
Yeah, and also there's another athlete from the global sports communication team. There is Joshua Cheptegei is also one of them. So we're looking forward to see how it is going to be Cameroon versus Cheptegei. Those are among the favorites. I'm really looking forward to see how that will be.
Definitely, and you can see the competition, and in the first early stages of this race, Helen Obiri setting the pace, ensuring that she stays in the front pack. This is her style. This is how she likes running, from the front, not behind. Over the years, we've seen Obiri doing that. We saw that in during the World Championships in Doha, where she ran in front from the first lap to the last lap. Is this a good tactic, if you may ask?
One has to believe in their training system. They have to know how it goes. And we have our media organizer over here, Michael Okinyi, just taking and ensuring that we are all following up the COVID protocols as we prepare to the World Under-20 Championships here at Kasarani.
Definitely, all protocols have been observed, as we can put it. I can see most of these photographers and cameramen, and including the other members of the media, are really trying hard to ensure that everything is intact, everything is perfect. And there we go into the 3rd lap. It's been a bit slower as predicted, because not everyone wants to show the tactics early on, but they are just trying to ensure that they are within touching distance of each other. You can see Helen Obiri still leading the final day of the Kenya Olympic Game Trials right here at Kasarani. Kwa lugha ya Kiswahili ni kwamba leo tuko katika uwanja wa Kasarani kwa siku ya mwisho ya mashindano ya kufuzu kwa Olimpiki, na ni mashindano ambayo ilianza siku ya Alhamisi, yakaendelea hapo jana, na leo yanakamilika mida ya saa 7:30 tutakapojua ni nani atakayekuwa na peperusha bendera ya taifa katika mashindano ya Olimpiki kule Japan, mashindano ambayo yanaanza tarehe 23 mwezi Julai, na ni mashindano ambayo yaliahirishwa baada ya ile janga la corona ambalo limekuwa jinamizi kubwa haswa katika michezo na hali zingine. Tukiangalia wakimbiaji hawa wakija katika ile awamu ya 4, mzunguko wa 4 wa mashindano haya ya mita 10,000 kwa kina dada, tunaona mwanadada Helen Obiri hataki kuachwa nyuma, ako pale mbele kabisa, anang'ang'ana kama kawaida yake kuhakikisha kwamba hawachwi nyuma, manake wajua kwamba ukiwachwa nyuma basi inakuwa ni vigumu sana kujumuika na wengine. Kwa sasa hivi tunaona kidogo ule Mganda ako pale nyuma, Mganda Chebet Zena ako pale nyuma, lakini wale wengine wote wako katika nafasi nzuri. Kwa sasa hivi hatujajua ni nani atakaye kuwa na uwezo wa kushinda mbio hizi.
Katika mbio hizi Obiri, unakumbuka pia amekimbia mbio za marathon, half marathon, na aliweza kushinda kwa sababu endurance yake, alisema endurance iko sawa. She was happy with the 5,000 meters, that the time she clocked in the 5,000 meters. For here, because they're going for 24 laps, maybe there will be a conservative with the first few laps for them, because going around this field 24 tires is not going to be easy.
It's not easy at all, because you look at they've also been resting in the last 2 days preparing for this day, so it's tough. So endurance and then the resilience is what they need heading into the 6th lap. As we can see, Obiri doesn't want to be left behind. She's really trying hard to ensure that she stays with the leading pack, and right now Rosemary Wanjiru is the one leading, with Obiri in second position.
Sheila Chepkirui is also believing in herself. She's keeping up tabs with Obiri. She also desperately wants to make for that ticket. And up next, after the 10,000 women's race, is the men 1,500 event. We have our favorite Timothy Cheriot, the world champion. Timothy didn't make it during the Rio Olympics. This one is going to be his first race, his first Olympics also. There is George Metame Manangoi. He is a younger brother to Elijah Manangoi, the former world champion. Manangoi is also the world under 18 champion that was held here at Kasarani. He also graduated from KDF. He also recently graduated. He is now a Navy officer. There is also Ronald Kwemui. Ronald Kwemui is also a tough guy to beat. There is Vincent Kibet, Chelsea Moto, Abel Kipsang taking on. Yeah, I can see Sheila is now taking the lead. Obiri sitting back at the 4th place. Everything is going quite on well. The field has been tiered into 3 groups so far, and things are going to get tough here.
The weather also, you can see drastic change in the weather patterns. It means that right now it's your endurance that will make you try and earn that qualification, because you can see they are slowing down a little bit. The athletes are slowing down a little bit, and it makes it easier for one who's prepared well to try and break out from the rest of the pack. As we can see right now, Dorcas Chepchumba Kimeli leading the pack at the moment on that bend that Dorcas Chepchumba leading. You are talking about the 1,500 meters, and you can see 7 athletes are within qualification time as it stands, and you can see everyone giving a round of applause for Sheila Chepkirui Kiprotich, who's now taking the mantle. And look at them. Obiri still trying to ensure that she stays with the leading pack, but then it started shaping up at the moment, as you can see.
Yeah, Obiri decided to take charge of the races so that she can push the pace of the race so that it will not be that slower. She's also looking to test her training against the high altitude at the Kasarani, which is above 1,800 meters above sea level. We're looking forward as we go on.
The men Javelin.
Yes. Yesterday I spoke, on Thursday I spoke to Diego. He said he's looking forward, if he can be able to upgrade his Olympics silver medal from Rio to a gold, that will be the best moment for him. But he's taking it easy, hoping to make a 90th row, another 90th row and above, for him to be on the medal among the medal prospects in the Olympics. As for others, his strategy is throwing above 85. His main target right now is to qualify, because guys, the Germans are throwing 90 and above first and second throws. So the standards in the javelin have been set quite high. And then there is the young guy, Itanao made his name known during the World Under 18 events over here at the Kasarani. Itanao has been preparing quite well. He's also a high school student and hoping that he will be able one day to be at the level of the Germans in throwing javelin.
Exactly, and you can see the qualification time for the javelin men final is 85 meters, and out of that only Alex Kiprotich is coming close to Yego's time. Alex has has thrown 77.18 meters, Yego 87.3, and you just talked about them setting standards. You could see Yego was one of the people who set standards. That's 4 years ago. Right now everyone is looking forward to being like Yego, and you can see these young javelin throwers coming in. It shows you that there's that resilience and will to maybe match up what Yego has done. And you can see the athletes, Sheila still leading the pack, Obiri coming in second position. The 10,000 meters slowly taking shape. Right now the field has been separated into the leading pack and then the chasing pack, slightly behind, like 20-30 meters behind the leading pack. And this is something that we are witnessing right here at Kasarani Stadium, the final day of the Kenya National Olympic Trials. And after today, the squad to represent Kenya will be selected right here at around 1:30 p.m. East Africa time after the completion of the day's program. Remember, after the 10,000 meters women, there is the final of the 1,500 meters men, where we have 16 entrants with 7 already in the qualification time. That is 3 minutes 35 seconds, and it's Timothy Cheruiyot from Prisons leads the pack. He's posted a time of 3 minutes 28.77 coming into this race. George Manangoi from KDF with a time of 3:31.25, but then there we go in the 11th lap. That is Sheila still leading, Obiri coming in close and ensuring that she stays with Sheila. Remember, Sheila is from KDF and has came into this race with a time of 30 minutes 45.01 seconds. That was the national anthem just to kickstart the day officially, and the 10,000 meters women final is still underway. As you can see in your screens, the athletes have already the leading pack has already decided this is what you want to do. They are leading all the way. Sheila still leading Obiri, coming into that bend, the stretch that everyone fears. Normally it's the final stretch when the race comes to an end. But then this is the 12th lap. They're coming to cross here at a time of 13 minutes and 38 seconds. That is the 12th lap, and it's really close. 9 athletes in the leading pack. You don't know who's gonna take it. 9 athletes in the leading pack. Sheila Chepkuri Kiprotich leading Helen Obiri, and then there is Dorcas Jepchumba Kimeli also coming in close. But then it's taking shape, Charity. It's what we expected halfway.
Yeah, this racing at a high altitude is never that easy. That's why several world events they are held at a lower sea level. That's why you'll see. I think I can only be able to say who is the top, maybe for a surprise. But I think Obiri will be there, and I can see Sheila. She's still hanging in there. And now it's the fight for the 3rd place. You have to be safe, depending with the time that you're going to clock in. So far, 2 athletes have dropped out, and it's going to be brutal. I expect more to drop out. Oh, and also there is another one.
and Obiri taking the lead right now. She's decided this is what we want to do right now. She's leading the race, closely followed by Sheila, who's now dropped to the third position. But then this is a very close field. No one can say that there's a clear favorite right now.
Yeah, Daisy and Sheila, they're still hanging around Obiri. They're ensuring that akikanyaga hapa tuko naye hapa kwa hapa, bumper to bumper.
Bila shaka bumper to bumper, tukienda katika mzunguko wa 14 ambapo Hellen Obiri kwa sasa hivi amechukua usukani, ako katika nafasi ya kwanza katika mbio hizi za mita 10,000 kwa kina dada. Kumbuka hii ni finali ya mbio hizo ambapo nafasi mbili za kwanza, wale ambao watakaoshinda watachukua ama kupewa tiketi ya moja kwa moja kuwakilisha nchi hii katika mashindano ya Olimpiki yatakayofanyika kuanzia tarehe 23 mwezi Julai pale Tokyo, Japan. Ukiangalia kwa sasa hivi ule Mganda kidogo yamemlemea
na anaenda kuzunguka, itakuwa mara ya pili kwenda kuzungukwa na kina Obiri. So katika sheria za riadha anafaa akizungukwa akimbilie kwenye leni ya nje, na si yeye peke yake, pia Ekale pia atakuwa akizungukwa.
Ekale amezungukwa na inaonyesha kwamba kuna upinzani mkali sana hapa katika mashindano haya, lakini ukiangalia kwa sasa hivi Hellen Obiri ndiye anayeongoza katika kile kikundi cha kwanza cha wale wanariadha ambao wanakimbia katika mbio hizi za mita 10,000 za kina dada. Kumbuka ni finali ambayo inafanyika hapa katika uwanja wa Kasarani. Tumekuwa hapa tangu siku ya Alhamisi. Tumekuwa hapa kuanzia siku ya Alhamisi na tumeshuhudia mambo mengi yakifanyika, rekodi zikivunjwa, wanariadha kadhaa kukatwa matumaini ya kuwakilisha nchi yao katika mashindano ya Olimpiki, na tunaona mwanariadha mwingine amesalimu amri, maji yamezidi unga. Na anapigiwa makofi pale.
Pia ni kujaribu sana katika for some of the athletes that have already booked their tickets to Tokyo, include in the 100 meters men, it includes Ferdinand Omanyala and Marco Tieno. In the 400 women, we have a sprinter this time round. There is Helen Siombua. And then in the 400 meters men hurdle, we have Moitalel Mpoke. He is US based. He'll join Team Kenya ahead there. And then in the 5,000 meters women, we have Hellen Obiri and Lilian Kasait. They have already booked their tickets. In the 10,000 meters men, we have Geoffrey Kipsang-Kamuror and Ronald Koimui. Hopefully, maybe if everything goes well for Ronex, he might be given the third slot. And then in Javelin, we only have one so far, Diego. Hopefully, Alexander or Itanao might surprise us also. Yeah.
Definitely we hope Alexander will surprise us, but it's really tough if you look at how the qualification process has been grueling for these athletes. As you can see right now, the leading pack has been reduced to 7 athletes, and that shows you that it's been very competitive. It's quite fast than we anticipated. They started off slowly, but right now you can see the athletes know that every step they take forward means that they're getting closer to earning that ticket to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And coming in with Sheila also trying really hard not to stay away from Obiri, who looks like a clear favorite here.
Yeah, but Sheila looks comfortable. Yeah, there's a little surge over there so that they can be able to overtake the other athlete who is being lapped for the third time. There is also the Ugandan is still hanging on here. It's quite impressive with this altitude. They are hoping to join Akina Cheptegei and the rest in the Ugandan team. And actually there is an uprise of the Uganda. Mostly we make fun of it and we say it's Kenya B, because most of them are our sisters and brothers from Mount Elgon. We are happy.
The likes of Joshua Cheptegei.
Yes, and Stephen Kiprotich.
Yes.
Yeah, Stephen also won a gold medal at the Olympics. And during Rio, he trained alongside Eliud Kipchoge at Kaptagat. People were worried that he might be able to defend his title and deny Eliud the gold medal. However, Eliud proved is the master. He was not afraid of competition. He trained with competition and took it easy, and even set an Olympic record.
Exactly, and Obiri clearly showing that she's also the mistress in this race. Look at how she's controlling this. It's clear that she's still energized for this, and coming into second position at the moment is Rosemary Wanjiru. She's like she's not giving up easily, and she knows that she has a chance to maybe match Obiri, and you can see Obiri clearly making sure that she stays clear of the chasing lot right now, with around 3-4 meters ahead of them, and this might be Obiri's double. Bridget Kosgei there, she's really been struggling. I think she's coming back after some time out, and we've seen the devastating effects of athletes that have the effects that have I can put it, the effects of this kind of altitude to athletes who are coming back from, let's say, injury or long layoffs.
Some of the notable athletes that have dropped at the back is Sheila Chepkirui, Sandra Felix. Now the pack is among only 4 athletes. In a short while we'll be able to know who are in the leading pack, but Helen is already at the front. Sandra is also trying hard to keep, she's trying hard to keep up. Sandra looks like she'll still have to try again next year, and so far we have about 4 athletes that have gone out of the race. We think with the fewer competition in Africa, it really affected them, because at this time round, when you are preparing for Olympics, most athletes qualify. A lot of them qualify, and then you are unable to know who is the race favorite. And the Diamond League also starting.
That was Bridget.
Bridget is also has fallen back. I also feel it's quite unfortunate for her also, but I think everything is going to go on well later. Maybe for the next Olympics, it will be good for Paris.
That will be like,
Bonjour.
yeah, that's 8 years from now. I wonder if Bridget will still be racing anyway. But looking at this, Obiri is still leading with Rosemary closing by. Remember, it's the 10,000 women final that is taking place right here at Kasarani Stadium. It's been 3 days of action that ends today at around 1:30 p.m. With several events expected, and the final list of athletes who will be representing the country in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics being presented officially, and we hope that we'll see some of the big names making it into the squad. Right now, it's all about the 10,000 meters women final that is currently underway. The field has really been separated. If you're not keen, you cannot know who's leading who and who is in which position. You have to be keen enough, but as usual, we'll always give you the best. We'll always give you who is leading, and you can see right now Obiri coming in. She's still energetic. It shows you that she has that capability of even running better and with a better time. Margaret Chelimo Kipkemboi has also moved into 4th position right now. She's from National Police Service, but Helen Obiri is still leading. Margaret Chelimo Kipkemboi right now, she's moved to 4th position. This is one person we've not really talked about.
Cheptai, Chelimo and Obiri among the favorites. We'll know who is going to clinch the title, what is going to go where. Hold on.
Helen Obiri there leading the rest of the pack. I can see Chelimo moving into third position. Clearly it's Obiri is trying hard to ensure that right now, look at that right now, Obiri making sure that she leads the rest of the pack. She's breaking away. She's breaking away right now. 6-7 meters ahead of second place. Wow. She is making a statement here, Obiri.
Yeah, they're about to get to the bell right now. I'm looking forward to hear what she's going to be saying at the interviews. Because now it's either Irene or Sheila who will be going for the second place. It's a competition, you know, you have to secure everything, you have to be 1-2.
They say you throw everything within your disposal to ensure that you earn that ticket, and Obiri is clearly doing that.
Yes.
You can see she's not giving up. She's still energized. She finished second in the 5,000 meters trial, but she said that was just the beginning. Look at this right now.
Yes, she was conserving energy for this event.
Exactly, and you know this is her speciality.
Yeah, the most important thing was to qualify, nothing more. And then when she goes back to training for the roughly 35 days remaining, she can be able to know where.
Sadly, Margaret Chelimo has fallen off, and she was in fourth position. It's so unfortunate.
It's brutal. It's brutal over here.
Because she was really into the race. She was occupying fourth place. But then I think maybe the speed of Obiri and the standards she set are just way too high for some of these athletes. Look at her right now, breaking away from the rest of the pack, making that's like 50 meters ahead of second placed Chelimo. Is a star. She is a star. She just shows you that she's in for, let's say, the gold medal. Look at her. Like, wow, look at Helen Obiri. She looks energized. She's determined. Heading into the last laps of this race. Yes, in second place. And definitely, as it stands, she's the one who will finish second in this race. I don't see much changes happening in this race.
Fighting for the third place.
Sheila fighting for the third place. The orange bib. We all know what. Yes, you all know what Nike. They like such kind of attire.
Yeah, you have to make your brand visible. Yeah, you don't do that colors, brighter ones.
Wow, and another athlete has fallen off the pack. This weather has really.
Yes.
Yes.
The last laps of that will a bit faster than the first ones. That's why you have to be conservative as
exactly, and the last turn of events, as we head into the last few laps of this race.
With 37 athletes.
Right now we have
about 12 of them.
There are 12 remaining.
Things are tough.
Yes, things are tough.
It's take it or die.
Yes.
Sai is holding on. She doesn't mind. And Sheila, she's comfortable. She's at the third place. I'm happy that she's not getting into the pressure of trying to make it with the two.
Yes, and Irene Cheptai from North Rift. The person of 30.51. That is 30 minutes 51 seconds. This race has just shown us the quality that we have, especially from the likes of Helen Obiri. We've seen Diego posting some good times in the Javelin. I think we shall be confirming that in a while. But then 10,000 meters, it started with 30. But right now, the field has been reduced to around 12. Helen Obiri leading the way.
Javelin is going on. Javelin win now. Diego is there. There is Diego, the YouTube man.
dakika 29.
Nafasi ya pili Irene Jekai, nafasi ya tatu Sheila Chelagat, nafasi ya Nancy Chelagat. Haya, kumbuka muda wa kufuzu dakika 31 sekunde 25
na tuko 29 sasa.
Kumbuka hapo ni tatu na bila shaka ataingia ndani. Yeye hai. Wow.
Tusubiri tuone basi.
Hapa 250 meters go now. Obiri coming for the line 200 meters now. Anakuja ile mita 200 ambayo inasalia sasa. Mita 200 tushangilie sasa. Obiri ndio. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. Obiri anakuja sasa. Taking the home stretch. Haya. Anakuja Obiri. Anakuja Obiri ndio. Irene Jekai. Obiri ndio.
30
Nancy, Irene Jekai. Hata yeye ameingia.
Nakwambia dakika 30 mwenzangu, dakika 30 sekunde 53.60, na kumbuka muda wa kufuzu ni dakika 31 sekunde 25. Mambo sawa.
53 minutes .60. That is the time done by Ellen Obiri. Also, Irene Jekai under the qualifying mark. Catherine Sunshine. So to Sheila Chelagat and so to Nancy Chelagat also, my colleague.
Basi kama vile mambo ilivyokuwa ni kwamba mwanariadha kutoka KDF Hellen Obiri, bingwa wa nyika, bingwa ulimwengu, amewafurahisha mashabiki hapa. Naweza kuona mashabiki, baadhi ya mashabiki. Tuna volleyballers wetu ambao wataelekea katika michezo ya Olimpiki kule Japan.
Anakuja kumaliza vizuri sana. Marathon record.
Kumbuka mwenzangu, nikiwa hapa chini, Hellen Obiri ameweza kukaribishwa rasmi na mgeni wetu rasmi, na wote kabisa katika jukwaa kuu walikuwa wamesimama kuweza kumpokea Hellen Obiri.
Target yako saa hii unaangalia nini?
Kwamba kuna wanariadha ambao wamefuzu tayari kwa michezo ya Olimpiki. Volleyballers wetu wako hapa, akina dada ambao wanaelekea kule Tokyo. Na wako hapa ndio mashabiki wanashabikia wenzao.
What's your plan to beat them?
Tayari wako na barakoa, labda uko mbali kidogo, na unajua umri naye, alafu social distance, tuweke ile hatua ambayo inahitajika ili tuweze kufuata zile sheria ya wizara yetu ya afya kutokana na janga la COVID.
So already you have a silver medal in Olympic.
Tunauliza kwa mara nyingine muendelee maintain ile social distance, vaa barakoa inavyohitajika na muendelee kusanitize. Kweli studio.
Thank you so much. We are now waiting for
Beatrice Maradona.
Yes.
She's here.
Mulete hapa.
You'll use this because ile inakuwa imepotea.
Anaonyeshwa bendera nyeupe. Good jump.
Thank you.
Asante sana bendi yetu ya magereza. Triple jump men. This is the final call for triple jump men. Bismarck Soy, KDF. Eric Maina, KDF. Gilbert Kemoi, KDF. Isaac Kirwa, National Police Service. Philip Musioka Mwema, KDF. And Shadrack Tomboi, National Police Service. Wanahitajika wao wamefika quorum haraka iwezekanavyo. Special dedication to Malkia Strikers ambao wako hapa, timu yetu ya wanavolleyball ya kinadada ambao wamekuja kushangilia wenzao. Nakumbuka timu yetu ya volleyball imefuzu kwenda Olimpiki. Malkia Strikers wako hapa, naona coach wao pia yuko hapa kutoka.
One, two, one, two, one, two. We are preparing for the final of the men 1500 meters that will be taking place after the short break. That is a race that will start in the next 16 minutes. We have a short break. It's called the health break. The men 1500 meters, and we have a field of 16. Timothy Cheruiyot, Geoffrey Manangoi, Ronald Kwemoi, Vincent Kibet, Charles Simoto, Abel Kipsang, Bethel Birgen, Kumar Kaki from National Police Service, Eliud Kipsang, Kamar Etiang, Vincent Keter, Maru Peter, Kiplangat Joel, Yach Mojok Kon Wall from South Sudan. Then there's Boaz Kiprogut and Silas Kiplagat of Prisons. Those are the athletes that will be taking part in the 1500 meters men final at this national trials taking place at Kasarani Stadium.
kupata hii tiketi ya kwenda kule Tokyo, Japan kuwakilisha nchi yetu tukufu katika michezo ya Olimpiki. Kumbuka wale wanariadha ambao unaona wanapeleka upande ule mwingine wa mita 1500 na mwenzetu upande ule mwingine ukiwa tayari taweza kutufahamisha ili tuweze kujitayarisha kutaja wanariadha ambao watashiriki katika shindano hilo.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much. Once again, we want to appreciate and recognize the presence of CS Amina Mohammed. CS Amina Mohammed, we now have information that you have arrived at Kasarani, and thank you so much. Ambassador Dr. Amina Mohammed, we appreciate your presence. Thank you. Also at the stand is Chief Demishe, Tokyo 2021 Chief Demishe Waidaka Kioni. Your presence is highly appreciated. Also at the stand is politician and former MP Nick Salat. We appreciate your presence, Nick Salat, Kanu Chairman. We appreciate Kanu Secretary General. Thank you. Steve Mwaniki corrects me. He tells me that Nick Salat is Secretary General. And we appreciate your presence, and I can tell you that there are many athletes here from your county of government. Thank you.
But asante sana nawe.
Washindi wa mita 10,000, mshindi alikuwa Helen Obiri wa KDF, dakika 30 sekunde 53.60. Wa pili Irene Tebet na North Rift. Wa tatu alikuwa Sheila Chelagat, National Police Service. Wa nne Nancy Chelagat wa Keringet, na nafahamishwa wanariadha wote wanne waliweza kuandikisha muda wa kufuzu kwa michezo ya Olimpiki.
Asante sana. Basi ni shindano la mita 1500. Watakaoshiriki ni Timothy Cheriot wa Prison, George Meitamei Manangoi wa KDM, Ronald Kwemoy wa North Rift, Vincent Kibet wa Central Rift, John Timothy wa KDF, Abel Kipsangwel Birgen wa National Police Service, Kumari Taki wa National Police Service, Eliud Kipsang, Kamare Tiang wa North Rift, Vincent Kibet Keter wa RSC, Maru Pizza of Uganda, Kiplagat Joel of Uganda, Judge Major Kon Wool, South Sudan, Boaz Kurgat wa Prisons, na Silas Kiplagat of Prisons.
Basi shindano hilo limeanza maridadi kabisa. Tuna bingwa wa dunia Timothy Cheriot kuwakilisha magereza, yuko katika shindano hilo Mwenzangu Tiren, unaweza kuendelea. Unaweza kuendelea mwenzangu Tiren. Kumbuka kwamba bingwa wa dunia Chief Inspector Timothy Cheriot akawakilisha magereza ndio huyo yuko hapo mbele, ambaye alishindia nishani ya dhahabu katika michezo ya ulimwengu kule Doha, Qatar. Mwenzangu Tiren, unaweza kuendelea.
Asante sana. Thank you very much, Juaniki and Paul. Timothy Cheriot now taking the lead. Remember, this particular race we also have Ronald Premoy. We also have the brother of Manengai. We also have here we have two athletes from Uganda and one from South Sudan. Yach Major Cornwall of South Sudan. We also have Chublagan Joel. We have Kimaru Peter of Uganda. And of course I mentioned Yach. There's also Day from South Sudan. I can not introduce. Day is now. Remember Timothy Cheriot. Here in this stadium, when they were running with the Norwegians, in the second stadium now is the Tiang Kamara Tiang. Day of South Sudan now, trailing the others. They are wearing white. Of course, Timothy Cheriot has led all the way. I remember when we think of the Olympics, we think of Kip Keino of 1968. We think of Peter Rono of 1988. We think of Noah Meng of the year 2000 in Sydney. And we hope this time round in Tokyo, it has again to come to Kenya. Either from Timothy or from Premoy or from Kamal or anybody here. We also have Birken there. Birken is also the Abakistan. Yeah, Etrangamar now leading. Etrangamar. Remember the qualifying time, 3:35. 0-0, 3 minutes, 35. Kamara Tiang leading now. Closing for the Birken. Birken now is coming. Timothy Cheriot, 300 meters run now. Abakistan leading now. Abakistan now taking the lead. William Kamar. Abakistan, Timothy Cheriot. Ronald Premoy now coming. 220 meters run now. Abakistan now. Premoy. Kamar, Aya, Abakistan is now taking the lead. Kamar is coming second. Premoy is coming now. Timothy Cheriot. There is coming a young man in Qatar. Qatar is taking the lead now. Qatar is taking the lead. Kamar, Etienne, Abak. Qatar is second. 3:32. 3 minutes 32:76. Wow! What a race! Qatar!
21st period. That's an amazing race.
Victor Gibet Qatar.
Amazing.
Day is coming now.
What did you say about the Kenya National Trials? It's full of surprises. There you go. Kenya National Trials again living up to its billing of producing different champions. So Timothy Cheriot loses the men's 1500 meters trials.
Remember Kamal and Aswal Kipsan were all promoted, and I would prefer is training Rungai. He trained with Timothy Cheriot, is now to train Rufinia. You know, the mental will be great. I think this is great, right? I'm telling you, anything can happen as well. You see, here is full of surprises here. As we are witnessing, the triple jump also is going on. Triple jump for men is taking on now. The javelin is over now, waiting for the 200 meters. Triple jump men is now on. Nakwambia 3:32. Paul, it's amazing.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 32 seconds. That's one of the fastest times in Africa. One of the fastest times ever to be run in Africa.
The panel of selectors, I'm telling you.
Remember, Timothy Cheruiyot has run faster than that. He has run 3 minutes, 28 seconds for the men's 1500 meters. Timothy Cheruiyot, world champion from Doha, has already run 3 minutes, 28 seconds, and he won the Doha World Athletics Championships in 3 minutes, 29 seconds. I remember the first two runners automatically go through to Tokyo 2021, and the last spot is left to the selectors of Athletics Kenya to produce that last slot. Considering athletes who have done well over the season,
Last time was one kwa shape nzuri kabisa, nilikuwa nimejiandaa lakini kulingana na jambo nikaanza kutrain, kaanza loading pole pole hadi mpaka wakati kusikia hii mashindano itafanyika hapa, kaanza kuprepare speed work, kusaidiana na wenzangu, niko na wakimbiaji wananisaidia. Coach anaitwa Peter B.
Hii ni tiketi yako ya kwanza ya Olympics. Saa hii ukienda, strategy yako utaenda kuwako nini? Speed, endurance ama nini na nini?
Ni speed tu madam. Naenda kuwako on speed kidogo na mashida kidogo. Nimeona 50 meters ya mwisho ilinilemea kidogo. Yeah.
All the best, congratulations.
Thank you madam. May God bless you.
Amen.
Gate number 19.
Kenya Prison Service, mziki kidogo tafadhali. Kenya Prison Service, prisons, Kambili, women's 200 meters, women's 200 meters. So on the other side of the field, we await the start of the women's 200 meters finals.
Asante sana wenzangu, nawapata kwa njia iliyo safi kabisa katika makao makuu ya utangazaji. Mgeni, mabibi na mabwana, shindano ambalo linafuata sasa ni shindano la mita 200 fainali upande wa kinadada. Wanariadha 7 wanashiriki katika shindano hili. Nakumbuka leo ni siku ya 3 ya majaribio ya michezo ya Olimpiki hapa katika uwanja huu wa Moi International Forces ya Kasarani, Nairobi, Kenya. Baada ya shindano hili la mita 200 kinadada, tutakuwa pia na shindano la mita 200 fainali upande wa wanaume. Hapa chini, kumbuka shindano la triple jump upande wa wanaume linaendelea. Basi mgeni wetu rasmi, shindano la mita 200 fainali kwa kinadada. Washiriki ni kama ifuatavyo. Lini ya kwanza
wanafanyika pale Tokyo, Japan kuanzia mwezi ujao tarehe 23 hivi. Mashindano ambayo yatakuwa yanaendelea kwa muda wa mwezi mmoja hivi. Kumbuka hapa ndipo tutajua nani ni nani, lakini tukiangalia wale ambao wanaenda kushiriki katika mashindano ya mita 200, Lenwani, Corneli Chepkogei, Cherono
wa majeshi. Lini ya 7 ni Maureen Wafula Magereza, na katika lini ya 8 ni Diana Chebet akiwakilisha National Police kila Lahori.
Na tunajitayarisha hapa. Kumbuka kuna Nelly Chepkogei wa Prisons ambaye ako na muda wa sekunde 25.95, Maureen Cherono wa KDF ambaye ako na muda wa sekunde 25.58, Doreen Waka wa Prisons ambaye ako na muda wa sekunde 25.21, Susan Nyambura kutoka Mule Children Home ambaye ako na muda sekunde 28.28. Kisha kuna Jacinta Nyamuhunge wa Uganda ambaye alishiriki pia mashindano ya mita 100 hapo siku ya Alhamisi. Kuna Caroline Mwende wa KDF ambaye ako na muda bora zaidi kati ya wanariadha 8.